Hi everyone, it's Rhonda from A Little Bit French. Today on my channel, I am using Amity Bloom on Etsy. Her kit is called Love Notes, and I will link it below. I loved these envelopes that she has in this digital kit, and I've had them for a while, and I couldn't think of what I wanted to do. I knew I had to have them though. They're just gorgeous. And then she adds a little bit of ephemera to each page. I think I printed each page, I'm not sure. So one day I put my thinking cap on and I decided to back them so that I could fill them as actual envelopes. And I'll show you how easy that is to do. Okay. Move this stuff aside. First of all, you cut them out. Doesn't have to be backed, double-sided, because you're going to glue part of it, well, both parts, to a piece of paper or another piece of paper. Hopefully one that is the color that kind of matches this. So I'll put these aside. I might make more than those two, but I'll put these aside. Okay. And I'm trying to put these here so I don't go past that point. All right, so easy. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure this is a 5-minute one, but so you cut them out of the paper, and then you're just going to follow the part of the envelope that you see me cutting. It's super easy. And then snip. You can round it if you want, it doesn't matter. So you basically have two pieces here. So I've chosen as my back this tea-stained or coffee-stained paper I buy that she obviously irons rather, because it's so smooth. Let me put this one aside. Then you get your glue. I hope you're having a good day so far. Now, first of all, I do this part first. And just kind of match it up to the top there. And then this you can glue all the way down. Just a nice quiet day today. And then if you want to stick around, I decided to share my journal I received from a friend, Suzanne. Her journals are so pretty. Okay, so then you just glue this one down. Smooth it out. And then you put this one down, you just go around the outer perimeter. And then carefully, carefully, carefully place it down, making sure you line up with what you've already glued. It should line up pretty easily. There you have it. So you got your little pocket started. And you take your scissors, and trim away the background. There you go. You're done. It was probably less than 5 minutes. Then you have a pocket. So you could actually use another digital that has maybe some printing on it. I just chose the plain. And so these can be stuck in a journal. You can add it to a page. I'll tell you where I get these tags below. I can't remember off the top of my head. But you could even close the envelope if you want, and you could decorate that part as well, or not. Oh, I felt that building up my sinuses. Okay, so that is how you make those. Very, very easy. Did you see how fast that was? You just add that in there and you've got the pocket. I mean, I've had these for months and I'm thinking, how am I going to do that? And then I'd put them aside. And one day it just clicked. I have so many projects going on right now, it's ridiculous. So it's no wonder I couldn't concentrate. Oh, I can't wait to make this one. This one is so pretty. Okay, so we've got that. That was easy peasy. I don't know if any of you tried the easy little pocket thing that Heather from Ruby and Pearl did, but I've already given one away for a thank you gift, and I've been stuffing those with little tags, and they're just the perfect size for a thinner, more thin journal. Then, of course, I like using these French copies of French envelope fronts, and I've been stuffing those as well. I've been buying a lot of tag digitals. They're just fun. I mean, they're just actually easy to add to a journal, or, you know, when I get orders, I always send a little thank you. So this could be a really nice little thank you. And I think that's it for that project. And I will show you Suzanne's beautiful journal. I'm trying to clean up here. Okay. Oh, before I do that, oh, there it is. I got this order from a seller on eBay. Look at this beauty. I opened it and I gasped. And so I will be using this. Plus I bought some light dusty pink dye. I'm going to try to do a little bit of dyeing myself. And this bundle had me so excited because usually her bundles are fabrics and crochet pieces, and she has some very beautiful embroidered pieces. I'm so glad I got this in here because I saw it in another bundle, but I didn't get that one. So I wanted those. I mean, all this color. So I'm pretty well stocked up now on color. That's cute. And this bundle included ephemera. That's like the perfect bundle for me. Give me some paper. Isn't that cute? Wow. Yeah, I don't, some tags. Oh, these are so adorable. They're old. Look at the back. Oh, I was so excited to get this. Again, look at the back. Look at these. I haven't even seen all these. Oh, I love that. She's like, get over here. And this is old. Oh, how can I part with that? That is so cute. And these little children, cherubs. Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked I was able to get this. Her stuff usually flies out of her shop. Here's some checks and part of a, I think this is part of a postcard. Some stamps. Wow. Some cards. Calling cards. Oh, this is cute. Oh, I like that. Just bits and pieces. Oh, gorgeous. You know what, you guys? I'll be scanning this weekend for you guys. So there's some antique photos I want to put in the shop on the digital. Really pretty stuff she sent. This is Montana. Oh, and an actual photo like that. Some trading cards. Envelope. Great envelope. Great, great envelopes. Wow, there's a lot in this. I just thought I'd show you that. I'm excited to use some of it because most of the stuff I get from France and I can't part with it as easily. So I just thought I'd share that with you. And it came wrapped in this gorgeous dresser scarf. So let's see if I can put it back on my little settee over here so it doesn't fall. There you have that. And then I was making these from these. You get these at the dollar store. You can get these at Walgreens. If you have a Walgreens, you can get these at, oh, where else? Michael's sometimes. No, I don't know. But these are little composition books. They're just tiny. What are they? 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And all I do is I take my, what is that sharp thing? I cut all the pages out and I use the cover. And so I made this journal the other day. I just love that picture too. I think that's from Ida Jane. I'm not 100% sure because I've slept since I've made this. But this is just another thing you can slip in a pocket or, you know, give it as a small gift. And the only thing I'd say is it's really hard because I just wanted to put this crocheted piece on, but the black shows through. I wish it were white, but you need a fabric to go over that black part if you do make one of these. Super easy. And here is Suzanne's, my friend. Love her to pieces. Her journals. Her journals remind me of Dodie and Carol Law's. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. They're thick. They're sturdy. And there's a pocket here. And she's added charms. I mean, I just love her journals. She does a lot of religious ones. And there's lots of places to write in here. So this one could actually be like a garden journal. And this is a huge pocket. Look at that. It's so pretty. And then here is a double pocket. Another place to write. Just so pretty. Lots of places to write. And then she shares with me how she, you know, gets wrapping or gets a bag from a store or a place that she goes, and she uses it in her journals, which is what we all love to do. Recycle, repurpose. So Suzanne, this one, I got to choose. She had several out, and I chose this one, and I love it. And I keep it in a safe place. And one day, I'm going to start writing in it. It is really, really pretty. Well, I hope you have a great weekend. Make yourself a little mini journal if you can find those little books, that they're easy to alter. And make yourself a little envelope. Just back the Amity Bloom envelopes that she sells, the Love Notes kit. And I will be back next week. And I thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.